Hello again, Peter here, and this is the Boom Beach Diary, and probably one of the last entries in the Boom Beach Diary, at least for a little while. Now, what's the reason for this? Well, I feel like I've learned a huge amount about Boom Beach since I've been doing this for, over 2 months now, and I kind of feel like the diary is coming to an end. I feel like, yeah, we've kind of learned a whole bunch of stuff together, and the game is getting a little bit grindy now. As you see, I've just tapped to upgrade my boom mines, and that's going to take 11 hours. So the game is getting a little bit... It requires a little bit more of my time at the moment, and I am still playing it, and I do continue to think that I will play it a little bit more. But yeah, it's kind of going to be a bit difficult to do it every week, basically. So I think we might check in again with it when there are new updates every once in a while. And talking about updates, oh my word, there's been a huge update. So, as you can see at the top here, there are now icy glacier areas for you to battle on. And down here, what is this? If I tap on that, unfortunately, it's in action at the moment, but there are submarine quests. Now, if I go to the other side of the map, here we are. Now, if I had a second submarine, which, by the way, you need to buy a submarine to take part in these, then, and if it was active, I would be able to dive down to these different depths using, you know, gold, essentially, using my currency, and you find cool things, essentially. So you might find extra gems, you can see on this one, with loads and loads of metal. You might find lots of bits and pieces, essentially, that you are going to want to find, and you can upgrade the submarine in your home base. It usually sits around here. You can upgrade it to go on even longer sort of journeys down into the depths of the ocean. But I'm going to show you this new icy area. Let's go to Rocky Start, I think. Let's go with this one. And so, you might remember that I was tinkering around with army styles, that sort of thing, and I have been, and I think I found my perfect combination. Possibly not my perfect combination for this kind of a level, although maybe, I don't know. Tanks. I do like tanks, and I've got 3 tanks, contrary to somewhat popular belief as to whether or not they're any good. I think that they're pretty fantastic. And the reasoning behind this is, I think they take up a huge amount of damage. Yes, they take up a huge amount of space too. However, I need to take that boom cannon out. However, I don't see that as a gigantic issue, because I'm trying to concentrate on having enough tanks to do, you know, the main amount of damage, and then I've got my soldiers, my riflemen, and my heavies here, and then they kind of soak up any of the other bits and pieces that I might not necessarily want my tanks to get involved with, usually with cannons. Usually tanks against cannons, not so good, but infantry and that sort of thing, fine. And there we are. So this is the new icy level. It's pretty much a sort of reskin. I can't really find anything that's different in terms of gameplay mechanics, but it's nice to have a little bit more variety. I'm hoping that Boom Beach has even more of these in the future, even more environments to go and destroy enemies in. Here we are, a victory. Got some casualties probably. Yep, 6 fallen men. But there we are, that's kind of the big update, and I've really been enjoying looking through this. Let's go back to my home base. So yes, I feel like this is going to be goodbye in terms of the Boom Beach Diary for a little while. Obviously, we'll still be doing all sorts of bits and pieces over on AppSpy and on Pocket Gamer in terms of video content, that sort of thing. But for the Boom Beach Diary, I think this might be time to kind of set it aside for a while until maybe something huge comes along, and then we'll probably do an update and you'll be able to see probably a vastly improved base should I continue playing. So yes, I've been absolutely delighted to have all of the comments and such from you guys as to how I can improve, and do please put even more comments on this one, saying what you have and what you haven't liked about the Boom Beach Diaries. And yeah, we'll hopefully come back to this at some point soon. Okay guys, speak to you all very soon. This is Peter with appspy.com. We review, you decide.